Hey everybody, how's it going? Travel Man Dan here, and today's episode is gonna be, well, it's gonna be fire. That's right, fire. I'm spitting fire. I got the magic globe, I got my backpack, water pack, I got the fanny pack. Why? Because we're headed west. We're headed to the Santa Monica Mountains to go to Piuma Trail, and we're gonna do a little bit of hiking. And we're gonna get out early this morning, get a little exercise, breathe in some fresh air, and well, just show you a good time. If you're looking for something to do during the summer and you wanna go out and you wanna be amongst nature and go ahead and go for a hike on a really good trail, we'll sit back, relax, and here we go. Wow, awesome. Hey everybody, how's it going? Travel Man Dan here, and we're out here at Malibu Creek State Park and the Piuma Trail. Today we're going hiking. That's right, it's summertime, and well, it's time to get out and be in the great outdoors. So we're out here at Malibu Creek State Park, and we're gonna go hiking up this mountain right here. And this is in the Santa Monica mountain range. If you get to the top of that, you'll be able to overlook all of the ocean and see the most epic, beautiful scenery. It is gonna be awesome. Well, it's a little foggy and a little cold out here, so you're not gonna be able to see the sunshine coming up just yet, but that might actually be better for us because we don't wanna be hiking up this hill and it be scorching hot. So sit back, relax, get ready for an awesome episode as we go hiking up the Piuma Trail in Malibu Creek State Park. Let's go check it out. All right, so the magic globe got us where we're gonna be. A little bit about the park. It is Malibu Creek State Park. It is part of the Santa Monica mountain range. It is just on the outside of Malibu, and I'll go ahead and put the park website down in the description below. But it has all kinds of trails, all kinds of things to do, but we are gonna do this particular trail. It's called the Piuma Trailhead, and we are gonna do the Backbone Trail. Well, it's off of Las Virgenes Road. Before we get started, it's always a good idea to get a good stretch going. So, let's go ahead and stretch out a little bit, get our legs going. Yeah, this is a really fun adventure. I figure, what the heck, it's summertime, people are looking for things to do, they want to go out and they want to be in the outdoors. It is a little bit further outside of Los Angeles, but it also isn't as congested as like Runyon Canyon or the Hollywood Trail. If you've ever done the Hollywood hike, that's a great hike. And if you haven't, I'll go ahead and throw a card up right now of when I went and hiked around the Hollywood Trail. But getting down here to Malibu is never a bad idea, because when you're done with this trail, then you can just go about 10 minutes up the road and hit the beach. But you're gonna see when we're on the top of that hill, when you can overlook the whole Pacific Ocean around the Malibu to Santa Monica, maybe all the way up to Santa Barbara. Nothing like a good stretch in the morning. Get warmed out, have a good hike, man. Got a couple other hikers out here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm all stretched out, I'm warmed up, it's time to go. Let's start heading up this trail. Now, before we start hiking up the trail, I wanna go ahead and remind you that you should be prepared and bring a few things, and they're quite necessary because you don't wanna get up there and you don't wanna have any problems. First thing is, although it is quite overcast and there is a lot of clouds in the sky, it's still going to be really sunny, so you want to make sure that you're protected. And I got my sunscreen. I use this one. I use the Forever Aloe sunscreen. It's a SPF of 30 and it's really good. Smells nice, stays on when you start sweating. So this is what I'll be using for sunscreen. And I love this. This is my little backpack. This is, I don't know if you've ever seen this before. I'm sure you have if you've done some hiking, but this is a camel pack. It is basically a backpack filled with Mine is 3 liters, and it's got this little spigot on it. It's pretty cool. And then you just, when you want to drink, you turn it like that, and you can get your blast of water without having to carry it, because it does go on like a backpack, which is really convenient. So if you've ever seen this camel pack before, they sell them in all different shapes and sizes, and they're really convenient when you're out there hiking. But yeah, you just want to really make sure that you know, we're going to be out there hiking up a pretty steep hill. The grade is characterized as being difficult, so you want to make sure that you're prepared with water, sunscreen. I even have, in case I get a little lethargic, I have one of these. This is optional. I have this is pretty good. I have, which flavor do I have here? It is called the Roctane Ultra Endurance. It's like a power gel, made by Goo, and it's pretty good. This is blueberry pomegranate, and basically if you're running low on energy and you feel like you need a little boost, it is like an energy carbohydrate gel. It has amino acids, it has sodium, and it has caffeine. So those are the essentials that I'm bringing. If you're going to be up there for a longer time, you might want to pack a lunch. There is a place to have a picnic up there, or just post up alongside the road. But without further ado, let's go ahead and let's start hiking. All right, now we are off and we are hiking. This is the trailhead. It's Malibu Creek State Park, Piuma Trail, a California state park. All right, so one thing to keep in mind is this is a closed area for all motor vehicles. So no motorcycles, no dune buggies. Don't do it. We are going to take this trail right here that is called the Backbone Trail. We're going to head up the Backbone Trail, and the objective of today is to get up and over that mountain right there. As we hike that mountain, there's a little switchback, and then when you get to the very top, you'll be able to see the ocean from Malibu. Hopefully it'll be a little bit clearer and we can see down into Santa Monica. They do have a restroom. Let's see if it's open. I'm not sure. It is open, so if you have to go to the bathroom, it's pretty clean too. Check it out, guys. Little clean bathroom. I am gonna shut this off because I am gonna go to the restroom before I head up. Restroom duty is over and we are on our way. Check it out, guys. So you're gonna start on this little path. Okay, it's pretty clear, and well, it's definitely a definitive path. It is, well, about 65 degrees out, so we got a nice cool fresh air. If you look over there on top of those mountain ridge, you can see all that fog that's settling in. That's really cool. You know, like I said before, it's actually probably a better day to go hiking because you're not under the sun for hours and hours. But yeah, you're gonna start off on this little dirt trail. Now, I'm not 100% sure the route. I just know that I hop on this trail and start walking. So it gets pretty thick in here. If you can see, I'm kind of going through the brush, but then it opens back up. You got some free walking zone. I wonder if we'll run into some critters or some snakes or something like that. Usually see something along when you're out here hiking, especially this early in the morning. Things are still active from the previous night. Yeah, as you can see, I'm only a couple of minutes into the hike, and the grade of the hike is probably about 60%, but it's definitely got me huffing and puffing early in the morning. The good thing is, it's clean, fresh air out here. You can feel the coolness coming off the other side of the mountain, and the ocean breeze, and this fog that looms around it. Just a perfect day for hiking. So a little bit more about this trail. It is about 2 miles south of Malibu Creek State Park, and it is in the Santa Monica mountain range. And if I pan around, you can take a look at what this is all looking like. We're gonna walk up there Look at this. It's coming from this like spiky little bush tree. Then it's got a long stick, and then these giant like white bell flowers. This is really beautiful. And if you've ever seen my video on the Fullerton Arboretum, you can see a lot of really cool flowers, but this one is awesome. If anybody knows what this is, go ahead and shoot me a comment and let me know what this thing is. I'd love to know. One of the things I like about this particular trail is it's got a nice slow and steady upgrade. I mean, when you first get on it, yeah, you got to start hiking straight up. But that only lasts for about 100 yards. Then you got a nice little trail to walk through that just cuts through, look at this, cuts right through the forest, mountains, and just eventually just starts gradually heading towards the top of the mountain, and then well, we'll see what's at the top. I've come to a little fork in the road, as you can see. Let me go ahead and show you. So the Backbone Trail will take you up to this point. Then you start heading up this one, which is the Piuma Trailhead. So then we head up onto this road, and this is more of the Piuma Trail. You can see it's a lot wider, and it's still, well, it's got a heavy grade to it. Let's just keep walking along and see where it goes. And if you look behind me, you can see all of these mountains. Over here, we'll come up to this clearing. This is the beautiful Santa Monica mountain range. Calabasas is somewhere over there. Malibu is up and over these mountains. And we're gonna keep walking to the top of this sucker. Like I said, you can take this particular road from the start, but I started at the Backbone Trail because, well, I like the little walk through that foresty kind of floral jungly type area. So either way is just as good. We are gonna lead up to this. Now this is where it gets a little tough because it starts to go straight up and gets a little steeper. So that's why you got your nice little camel pack. Well, fresh water. Let's start out on this voyage. We are continuing the steady climb. I don't know, probably about half a mile in. Look at the upgrade on this guy. I'm definitely breathing a little harder. But one thing I'd like to point out this time is make sure you do some research before you come out here. Make sure you know where you're going. There's apps for this kind of thing. One of the great things about Malibu Creek State Park is, well, you're very close to LA still. So you probably have cell reception. But make sure your phone is charged. You have all the proper gear. Maybe you want to even download like a hiking app. Because once you're out here, when you're tired, it can be very hot depending what time you come. You don't want to be discombobulated and get lost, forget where you are. I can't help but think about that woman that just got recovered or discovered after she was running in Hawaii for 17 days. She was lost in the Hawaiian jungle. You know, I think if you keep walking here, you're definitely gonna run into some city life. You don't want to get lost and you don't want to bring any troubles on yourself. So just make sure that you're prepared. Check these rocks out, man. Bursting out the side of the mountain. They remind me of when I was in Utah. And if you haven't seen those videos, I'll go ahead and throw a card up there right now. But check these out. These are awesome. They're like these jagged triangle spikes that are just crushing outside the mountain. And then when the path is cut off, they stop. But they're just really mesmerizing to look at because each little section has an intriguing look to it. Looks like something out of a sci-fi movie or something from a different planet. It's just, I'm no geologist, but if you can tell me what rocks these are, throw it down in the comments below. I'd love to learn about it and give my community the knowledge about what these rocks are made of on this mountainside. Holy cow, guys. I'm struggling just to walk up this thing, and I've just spotted a bicycle. A guy is riding his bicycle behind me coming up this mountain. Kudos to him, man. That is one tough son of a gun. Man, Check him out down there. He is doing it. Here, let's see. He's gonna come up right about here. And wow, the endurance, the strength that it must take to ride a bicycle up this mountain. I can't believe it. This is probably about a 70% grade uphill. And like I said, I'm having trouble walking it. And then this guy's riding his bicycle. All right. How's it going, man? All right. How you doing?
Not bad.
Yeah. Man, dude, I gotta salute you.
This one at least has these little level spots now and then.
Yeah, I salute you, man. You're one hard dude, man. Keep going. That is one tough guy right there. He is riding his way up this mountain, chugging along. He's going at a pretty decent pace too, straight uphill. You know, strength comes in all different forms. I mean, just because you go to the gym and you pump weights and you got good arms and a solid chest, big back, and strong legs, you may not have any conditioning. I mean, the most conditioned athletes in the world are boxers and MMA guys. But let's give credit to these guys out here on their bicycle riding up this giant mountain. Not to mention, they got to go down. And if you look at the ground, it's not exactly the smoothest surface. So you got to be really careful that they don't flip over the handlebars. So, hero of the day, that dude. All right, so we've come to a roundabout clearing. Check it out. As you can see, what we are scaling, the mountains. We're gonna switch back and get over that mountain. Now the fog is definitely gonna create a problem. So we might not be able to see really good views of the ocean and well, Santa Monica and Santa Barbara. But we're gonna get to the top of this sucker. We're gonna see what happens. But check this clearing out as you get there. I mean, how beautiful is this little canyon? Greatest part is it's right in your backyard in LA. Take the 30-minute ride up the 101, get off at Las Virgenes, and check out Piuma Trail. Ew, no bueno. I have no idea how far along I am on this trail, but I just walked up on this giant, beautiful tree. Check it out. It's kind of like a fork in the road, if you will, a good benchmark of where you are. I've been walking for 1 hour, and yeah, we seem to be going still uphill. If you look, we're gonna try getting up over that mountain. Check this out. We even got Los Angeles graffiti. Okay, out here along the trail. Got to have a little graph artist. That's actually pretty sweet. You got a giant shark. Yeah, you definitely want to be careful. You don't want to get too close to the edge and fall over. Kind of like my video when I was out at the Great Wall of China. If you haven't seen that video, I'll go ahead and throw a card up there right now. But that also had a really steep edge with no real protection to stop you. So just be careful, because if you do fall, man, it's gonna hurt like hell, and it's gonna be a long road to recovery. Check these rocks out. I mean, check this mountainside out. It's really cool. It's just really neat to look at. Things like fires, waterfalls, giant rock cliffs. These things are all nature's mesmerizing background landscape, if you will. And this place is no different. As you walk along this trail, you are definitely privy to some giant rocks and mountains that are cut open, and you can just look at the beauty of them. Look at that. It's got a little baby tree on it. Well, one of the things as I climb a little bit higher and higher that I can notice is, well, the atmosphere, the feel. You can see the dew still resting on a lot of the plants, and well, it definitely feels a little bit cooler up here, and you feel like the air and the environment is a little bit wetter. I don't know how to explain it. Ooh, my ear just popped. And well, it's probably because you're walking into this fog that you see surrounding me. All right, I feel like we're getting closer to the top, but around every corner you see something pretty cool. Check out this giant rock just laying here. Maybe it was a piece of the mountain that it had fallen off and it was laid down here, but just really cool. It gets really clean up here as I can really just take in all the aroma of the flora and all the plants and all the just fresh, clean air. And it's definitely a little more damp up here from the clouds. I can feel my shirt is a little wet. Maybe it's a combination of sweat because I have been walking, but we must be getting to the top. Check it out. Just really cool hiking trail to come out here on any morning and just get a little exercise, taking a little fresh air, and be one amongst nature. You can see behind me, by the looks of it, it's quite foggy out there. I'm almost near the top, so I'm definitely in the thick of the fog. It looks like the Dagobah system behind me. Check it out, man. I wonder if I'm gonna run into Yoda. Man, I think I actually lucked out. I mean, it's nice to have the sun, and it's definitely gonna be a nice view when you get to the top where you can see the ocean, but there's something to be said about the eeriness of walking up a mountain amongst the fog and the clouds that I actually really like. And well, you might not get an opportunity to have that experience as much as you would as if you climb up and you have the sun. So you got to shoot your shot whenever you can. Travel Man Dan is out to see as much as he possibly can. One of the things you're going to see as you get to the top is you're going to see a lot of these canola plants. They're on the edge of the trail and they're in full flourish, which is really cool. If you haven't already, I'll go ahead and throw a card up atop when I went out and visited the Super Bloom down in Walker Canyon, and that was quite an experience to see them flowers. All right, moving right along. Check out that jagged rock just bursting out of the side of the trail. And if you look over the side of that cliff, you really can't see anything. It is literally just white fog over there. I hit the 2-hour mark, and to be honest with you, I'm not even sure where I am. I don't know if this is the top or the bottom. I can't see anything. I don't hear the ocean, but I definitely see tons of fog, and I'm on top of these mountains, which, don't get me wrong, I actually really like, but I don't know where the end of this trail is, and I don't know where the top is. Coming up on 2 hours. It's been exciting. We've seen some interesting things. All right, so I've come to a split, a fork in the road. When you get to this point, just keep going up. We're going to the top, so this one goes up, that one goes down. We're gonna head to the one that is going up. All right, well, remember I said if you want to come up here with your friends and you want to bring a lunch and you want to pack a lunch, check it out, guys, a picnic table. When I come to a quiet place like this, a place where I'm amongst nature, it's just basically pull out the script that I'm working on and run my lines, rehearse, practice, just be out here and just take in the fresh air while I'm working on my craft as an actor. It's hard to believe someone so talented could go for so long without work. Who's your agent? So, you come out to Hollywood to be the next Meryl Streep. You're in a scene study class one day, director Jim sees you the next, and now you're on your first real film and performing your own stunts. All right, baby, hell yeah. I think that's it right there. That is the highest that we're gonna be able to get here on the trail. Now, if you wanna start descending through another way, there's other trails to take to get back down. Just for the sake of convenience, I'm gonna hike to the top and then I'm just gonna turn around and head back. Now, what you do is up to you. So I've walked to one of the highest points that I think I can get to, marked by this giant water tower over here, which adds to the spookiness and the eeriness of the whole day. You can really see the fog has just kind of dampened out any mountain view that we're going to be able to see of the ocean. The ocean is somewhere over there. You can't see it, but like I said, it is really, really strange out here. And being amongst these clouds and fogs is actually a really cool experience that I can't say I've ever been a part of. So you can't really see the speed of it, but the fog is moving pretty quick. There's a slight wind up there, and if you're up here you can kind of see it, but that's kind of cool. But overall, it was a great hike. I got to this top and just over 2 hours. Met some people along the way, saw a crazy cyclist. Just enjoyed being out here, taking in the fresh air, all the fresh plants and the activity that goes on just outside the city. Now I'm just gonna turn around and head back the same way. That way I don't get lost. I really don't have a clear idea of where I am in proximity to the mountain. So the best and safest way is just turn around and go down the same road. One of the things I do wanna try is my Goo energy gel. I have blueberry pomegranate flavored, and like I said, it's only 100 calories. It's got some amino acids, some sodium, and some caffeine, a little bit of energy to hike back down. Now, I'm not sponsored by Goo, but if you want to do something, let me know. But I like this stuff when I go ahead and I run, or I'm hiking, or I know I'm going to be outdoors for a long time. So let's give it a taste. You can see it oozing out. It's kind of like a molasses thick. Wow. This flavor is really good. It tastes like a giant thick syrup, and it's actually really good. It's got a nice taste to it. Let's see how I feel when it kicks in. Well, I can definitely feel that. There's one of those plants again. I can definitely feel that Goo energy shot kicking in. Definitely feel a little burst of energy. A lot of people think that going downhill is easier. That's actually debatable, because the resistance you're using to slow your body down can actually wear out your knees, and well, you can make your legs just as tired as you would as climbing hill. I'll tell you one thing, it's a lot faster going downhill. Well, that's gonna do it for us today. I hope you enjoyed this video on the Piuma Trail and Malibu Creek State Park. I hope you saw some really interesting things. I hope you learned something new. And most of all, I hope you were inspired to come out to this trail or any trail that's near you and go out for a hike in nature. If you haven't already and you like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit that sub button, ring the bell, give me a like, leave me a comment. Let me know where you want to see me go next. I'd love to hear from you. I love to try out new places to go on an adventure and explore. And well, if you leave me a comment, I'll definitely try to get there. Thanks again for watching. I'm Travel Man Dan, and remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it.